Hello there, my name is ChrisTenarium and today I'm playing Ristorante Amore. So with Nanoreno 2016 just over the hill, I thought I'd go and play the only silent IT game I've never got around to playing. They always enter Nanoreno and produce high quality stuff. Other than that vampire game we don't talk about. Silent IT shouldn't need much of an introduction. They also made Break Chance Memento. Please input the heroine's first name. If nothing is entered, it will default to Lily. Oh god, no, we can't be having that. Ogu Pigu. Done. That's what we're called. Oh, good, that's a really quick text speed. I'm not sitting around for that. Oh good, no music. Just how I like to start my games. When I was a little girl, I used to dream about all the cool things I'd do once I was a grown-up. My dreams changed constantly. I first wanted to be a teacher, then an artist, then a baker, then a stewardess. A stewardess, that is a... It's weird, it's sort of like teacher, yeah, it's alright. Artist, yeah, that's good. Baker, yeah, it's okay. Stewardess, that's all over the place. The sky was the limit, but you know what? It's now been more than 4 months since 4 months, wow, since I graduated from college and none of my dreams have come true yet. Real life can be pretty hard. That's what we look like. Brilliant. I don't know what's wrong with our hair. It does look like it's slightly hanging off the side of our head as opposed to on it. And we don't appear to have any arms either. Is Ogu Pigu aware that the body does extend beyond the waistcoat? Apparently not. Also, what the fuck is that? I genuinely don't know what that is. Is she a girl who couldn't grow a moustache? So it's just like, right, fine. Instead of a bow tie, there shall be a moustache there instead. Is this drawn or is this a real... This looks like a real restaurant with a filter over it. It's very difficult to tell. I only say this because of the tables and glasses. Well, saying that, these are a bit weird. It's too difficult to tell. I was spacing out on the job again and dropped everything I was just holding. That's what I get for not being careful, I guess. I know I should pay more attention, but I can't help it. Annoyed. Wow, fuck me, you need to see the sun. Are you Dracula? Why are you so white? It's not even that, it's pasty is the proper word for it. Ugh. Did you seriously just drop another set of plates? So this has happened before, it's still happening. Wow, our attention span must be bad. I keep thinking that there's got to be a limit in your stupidity, but then you go and raise the bar for yourself again. He's a co-worker, you can't go saying stuff like this. Also, where did you get your arms? I'd love a pair of those, no wonder I'm dropping shit left, right and centre. I've got no fucking arms. But I didn't mean to drop them, my mind just wandered for a bit. You think that makes it okay? No. Do you know how much just one of these dishes cost? Princely co-worker. Okay, so you're the chef. You're the person who should be telling me off. Oh, come on, Ethan. It's not that big of a deal, is it? Are you kidding me, Pierre? Pierre? Pierre. Again, he looks so pasty. At least his tan looks better than the other guys. But it looks like this guy may have got out, like, in November? Did you just break about $150 worth of china? Calm down, it's not the end of the world. This isn't something to laugh about, especially if we keep doing this. If this is like the 4th time, we've wasted $600. That's a lot. Yes, I always dreamed of being an adult, but reality's harsh. I'm 22 years old now and a waitress after 4 years of college. Hey, I'm 22 and I'm sat with a microphone on my desk on a Saturday afternoon playing a visual novel. It doesn't work out for all of us. And I only got this job because my uncle owns the place, but nobody ever got anywhere by being too hard on themselves. In this economy, I'm lucky to have a job at all, and most of the time, I enjoy my job very much. The patrons, or customers, are very nice, and as for my co-workers... What are you grinning about? You look like an idiot. Is it wrong to be happy? You just dropped $150 worth this year. Maybe you should feel slightly more resentful. Resentful? No, remorsing. Yeah, that's the word we're definitely looking for. It is when it's just after breaking a whole bunch of dishes, unless you enjoy being a complete pain, which I'm beginning to suspect you might. I forgot about that. Oh no, I hope my uncle won't be too upset about... We forgot already. Holy... Well, we're a goldfish. I quickly run to grab the broom so I can clean up the broken pieces. This place is Ristorante Amore, an uptown Italian restaurant. After graduating from college, I, like a lot of other people in this horrible economy, had trouble finding a job. Nobody was in need of the skills that I have. Yeah, well, I'm great at looking at my phone, at having hair that floats and no arms. So, I don't know what that makes me. A weird fetish pole dancer? Hard to say. Luckily, my uncle... Jesus. You know when you say something and your brain only dawns on what it was a few seconds later? Yeah. Luckily, my uncle, who owns this restaurant, was in need of a waitress to fill in after one girl had to move out of town. He didn't mind my lack of experience either. I'm not the most coordinated person in the world, but I try my best. If you think you're trying your best and that's shit, the chances are you probably need to do better. You should have seen how many dishes I broke on my first day. Ethan was pretty upset that day too. Must have made a terrible first impression. Oh, Ethan is this guy here. He's a waiter and we usually have shifts together. I'm glad that I have someone more experienced to rely on, but Ethan can be pretty harsh whenever I make mistakes. Well, no wonder he never gets out of the house to do anything else than collect and stack plates. He means well, I think. He's just a little, picky. But he never demands more work from me than he puts himself in. Ethan is... It's not picky. Like, it's not always, hey, can you stop dropping $150 worth of plates every fucking time you move? Like, I mean, there's picky, and then there's... Argue Pigu, let me have the broom. Oh, Pierre, it's okay. I'm the one who broke the dishes. No, I insist. I am on break right now. Should I do an accent for Pierre? Yeah, sure, let's do a French accent. Hang on, they've got a French restaurant? They got a French chef in for an Italian restaurant. He's called Pierre, for fuck's sake. It's like, no, I want to put the duck on the pizza. Le duck à orange, you know? Oh dear. No, I insist. I'm on break right now anyway. Before I can protest any more, Pierre gently tugs the broom from my hands, excuse me, and proceeds to sweep up the broken plate pieces. Pierre's always such a gentleman. He's the sous chef here. A sous chef? Whatever. So we don't exactly work together, but Pierre's always looking out for me, even though I'm pretty clumsy. He's never annoyed with me. I don't think I've ever seen him angry, come to think of it. Well, he's French, he's too busy thinking about you tugging his broom. The women who come to dine here really love him, surprise, surprise. Pierre doesn't get to leave the kitchen much, but he's always swarmed with fans as soon as he does. I don't blame them. He's such a dreamboat. What, if I throw him on an ocean, can I ride him? Oh, God. Oh, sexual innuendos are plenty. Shudder. Friendly co-worker. I don't know. What do I reckon he sounds like? Now that we're doing accents, we may as well, like, follow through on it all. So, I reckon really gruff. So, yo, what are you two doing? Sort of like a really bad Adam Jensen. Oh, hello, Liam. Doesn't fit it at all, does it? Alright, Liam. Hi. You know, whatever. Liam's kind of a jack of all trades. On paper, he's a busser, but he also waits on tables. I don't know what a busser is. Keeps the storeroom stocked and all sorts of other things. I think he's been in the kitchen all this time. He must have not heard the commotion. Okay, Piggy just had a little accident, that's all. Don't make it sound like I just wet myself. That's harsh. Did you break some dishes again? I thought I heard Ethan yelling. It was an accident, I'm sorry. It's no big deal, Augie. Fuck. Just realised we've already forgotten to do the accent. Oh, did you break some dishes again? I thought I heard Ethan yelling. It's no big deal, Augie Pigu. Don't worry about it. Everyone makes mistakes sometimes, even if it is most of the time. Thanks, Liam. Liam's a very nice guy. He's the type that brightens up the entire room just by being in it. He can be a little impulsive, I suppose, but he's got a kind heart. I'm very glad to know him. Hey, but why are you letting Pierre clean it up? Fuck, I did it again! I'm out of practice with accents, right? This is how bad it is. Hey, but you're letting Pierre clean it up? Oh, that's right, how rude of me. I should have... No, I just meant that you two were taking my job. You're supposed to leave this sort of thing to me, yeah? It's the kind of job that a person with a gruff voice would have. A cleaner. See Adam Jensen doing that. With a boyish grin, Liam takes the broom from Pierre. Soon enough, all the broken pieces are swept away, but Liam takes some more time to check the floor for any pieces we might have missed. Wouldn't want somebody stepping on a piece and cutting their feet or something. With a gruff voice like that, if someone did cut their feet, he'd be the kind of person to suck the blood out until there was nothing there, you know? Just as a healing. Measurement. There we go. I think most of the patrons wear shoes, Liam. From anyone else, can you tell? I live in France. I've refined French accent at this point. This might sound snide, but Pierre is so gentle that Liam thinks nothing of it. Pierre just doesn't want Liam to worry. I guess that's true. Liam glances at the clock hanging on the back wall of the kitchen and his eyes widen. Crap. We'd better get back to work before you-know-who comes back and... You know what? I think he should just be like an uptight nerd. I can't do an uptight nerd is the only problem. Well, actually, you know, it always just ends up being Californian. You know who? Really? Ethan. What? Am I supposed to be Voldemort now? I reckon like that. Like really, you know, prancy. You three sure look like you're having fun. Meanwhile, Agu Pickle, I'm on the floor doing your job for you. So, sorry Ethan, we always look slightly surprised and it's weird how... No, I can look at no one dead on. I have to look slightly to the side. Before Ethan can lecture us anymore, we all dispense and get back to where we're supposed to be. Well, all in a day's work at Ristorante Amore, I suppose. Oh, did that sync up with the music? That's quite cute. Working at the Ristorante, the days pass by pretty quickly and there isn't much variation from one day to the next, but it's wonderful that the days are so peaceful. Break time. Finally. And going more in my past life. Liam stretches his long limbs happily. His smile is pretty infectious, so I can't help but follow his lead. I'm nowhere near as flexible as Liam is, though. Every day the restaurant closes between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. so that the staff can switch over from the lunch menu to the dinner menu. It's a pretty busy time for the chefs, but the rest of us don't have much to do while the restaurant is closed. Oh. The lunch period was really busy today, wasn't it? I wouldn't know because my hair is covering my fucking eyes, so... It makes it really difficult to see actually what's going on, and I really wish I'd cut this fringe the more I think about it, but you know, we don't dwell on negatives here. Sure was. I don't think I gotta sit down even once. I'm glad Ristorante is doing well though. That means we can all stay here together for a little longer. Oh, this is Laura. She's fourth wall. Oh god, my throat. Turns out if you do voices and they're all gruff, it hurts. She's a waitress like me, but she's still in college, so she doesn't work every day. Laura's super nice, but a little on the shy side. I heard that she and Liam started working here at around the same time. They're on pretty good terms with each other, but Laura always seemed pretty embarrassed when she talks to him. I wonder why. Because she can't see where he is. It's like, God, that's a really weird voice, because it doesn't look like he should be the man with a gruff voice, but I won't know. Laura, do you want to eat lunch together today? Since Laura and I are usually the only two waitresses on staff around this time, we usually hang around with each other. I consider her a good friend of mine. Probably sexism right there. I'm so sorry, Oggy Bigger, but I promised my sister I'd go somewhere with her today during the break. You aren't mad at me, are you? Well, I could punch you and you wouldn't see it coming, but that would be bully-like, so we're not going to do that. Oh, of course not. If you made a promise with your sister, you should keep it. I'll figure something else out. Thank you for your understanding. Well, I guess I should be going now. I'll see you after dinner starts, okay? Sure. See you later, Laura. Laura quickly gathers her stuff and leaves to meet her sister. Well, it's no fun having lunch alone. I should find someone else to spend it with. Boldly approach Ian, ask Liam over, see if Pierre needs help. Okay, well, Pierre has the accent which hurts the less. To your oral senses. A-U-R-A-L, this is. Pierre's part of the kitchen staff, so he might not have time to eat lunch with me. He's always helped me, though, so I want to see if I can return the favour somehow. The other chefs tell me that Pierre's not in the kitchen at present, so I walk around the Ristorante, a bit looking for him. It's not a large space, really, but it's still possible to get lost in it, as I found out. How? I soon spot Pierre walking towards me from the front door. He's got a number of brown paper bags in his arms that look pretty heavy, so I rush over to help.
Uncle Pickle, thank you, but shouldn't you be eating the lunch right about now?
Well, Laura had something to do and didn't want to eat it all by myself, so I thought I would see if you needed your help with anything.
You're so considerate, Uncle Pickle. Thank you.
Oh, you didn't have to thank me twice, Pierre. You're always helping me after all. He is. Like, he even did our job earlier, but whatever. Pierre's so nice to be as gracious as he is over something like this. I feel unworthy of talking to him somehow. You are. Sometimes I feel like we're on totally two different worlds. Sad as that sounds. Oh yeah, he's from France and you're from America. Of course it is. He's so elegant and cultured. Don't go giving the French an idea that they're more cultured. That's how they rise. I wonder why someone like Pierre is working at a restaurant like this. I help Pierre at the back because it, well, pays well, whatever. Still no customers at this restaurant. I don't know how they maintain a staff of 3 waiters. I help Pierre with the bags, though I do accidentally drop a few while walking to the kitchen, and we eat a quick lunch together afterwards. God damn it, that was the only time we got to spend with Pierre. I'm mildly offended now. The dinner shift today isn't nearly as busy as it was at lunch, but there's still a lot of work to be done. In my eagerness to please, I break a few more plates, which Ethan's not too happy about. God fucking damn it. It only gets worse when Laura accidentally drops an entire tray of food. Ethan's even more harsh with Laura than he is with me. Don't you think that's a little ridiculous for you two to be causing this much damage? To be fair, we would have nothing else to do. Like, there'd be nothing to serve it on if we dropped them at this rate, but whatever.
I'm sorry, the tray was heavier than I thought it would be, so
If it seems too heavy, then you could just ask someone to help you.
But...
What is it?
I'm scared to ask you for help. You'll yell at me.
I have to admit that she has a point, but I think Ethan would rather help out than have this happen. He has to cut his lecture short because he's needed on the floor, but Ethan leaves me to help Laura and Liam with the cleaning.
I messed up again.
It's okay, Laura. Don't let it get you down!
Easy for you to say. You've been working here for just a few weeks, but you're already way better at waitressing than I am.
Holy shit! How much do you suck? How haven't you killed yourself accidentally yet? You suck more than I do, no wonder. Jesus Christ. That's not true. Ethan's always getting on my case too.
That guy gets on everybody's case. Don't worry about it.
Liam...
I know you've been getting better, Laura. You're a hard worker and always polite with the customers. It'll all pay off for you eventually.
Well, shit. My computer just died and I can't think of a way to seamlessly go through the edit, so we'll just pretend this never happened. Did we read this?
I just wish Ethan could see how much effort I've been putting in.
Ethan only says all that stuff because he wants you guys to get better. He doesn't mean any of it in a bad way.
Other than the bit where he calls you shit at your job. Other than that, though, it's all complimentary. I should disagree. You really think so, Liam? Ethan scolds me a lot, too. Even I have to wonder about the reason.
He's a nice guy once you get to know him better. For sure.
You really think so?
Yeah, of course, but next time, don't hesitate to ask me for help, okay? Heavy trays are no problem for me after all.
Okay, I'll try to do that next time. Thank you, Liam.
No problem.
We'll quickly clean up. Just as we're about to get back to work, however, Ethan comes back with a sour look on his face. Chopping up lemons. Accidentally ate one. I know how it is. What's the matter? Ethan sighs. Get Pierre out of here as quickly as possible. I don't understand. Pierre's part of the kitchen staff. Why would he be needed on the floor? Sometimes his fans want to talk to... the idea he has fans. Want to talk to him, but surely Ethan wouldn't be annoyed just over that. I look over to Laura and Liam for some sort of explanation or reassurance. To my surprise, they both have reluctant, hesitant looks on their faces too. Laura is usually a little downcast, but to see Liam like this is so strange. What's going on? Nothing much. Just a bit of trouble, I think. Shh. Oh, fuck. We read it wrong.
Nothing much. Just a bit of trouble, I think.
She's here again.
Laura mumbles to herself, but it's just loud enough for me to hear she. But Laura seems too distracted by to notice my curiosity and confusion.
Huh, I'll go get Pierre.
She walks off towards the kitchen, looking somewhat deflated. I've got to take order. Fuck, he was Californian, wasn't he? I've forgotten about that as well. It's fine, we'll go back. I've got to take orders from some customers that just came in, so why don't you two go talk to Miss Adams? Miss Adams? Is this lady some sort of VIP? But then why does everyone seem so bothered by her presence? Luckily, Liam seems to sense my confusion. Read that out in the mind, but it's fine. It's fine. You'll never notice.
It's okay. She's not as bad as we're making her out to be. Miss Adams is just a bit of a handful, that's all.
He and I walk towards the table in question, but I'm still pretty confused by what's going on. Who is this person? Right, so Pierre is the only one who can... I mean, no wonder she's pissed off. Having a lack of a soul would do that to anyone. They all do, it's fine. That would all humans, it's not proven anyone has a soul. That would explain why I haven't seen her, even though I've been working here for almost a month. The others seem very familiar with her, though. Liam and I reached the table shortly. She's sitting alone, so I tried to do my best to give her a friendly smile, which she counters with a cool, unimpressed stare. Well, that didn't work.
Good evening, Miss Adams. It's so nice to see you again. Is there something you'd like to start your meal with? Maybe my saliva from doing this bad voice over and over again? An appetizer, maybe?
No, thank you. Just bring out Pierre here, will you? Excuse me, but Pierre's a chef. If you'd like to place an order, we'd be more than happy... I'm sorry, was I not clear? Get Pierre over here. Now, you're wasting my time. Before either Liam and I can even move, Pierre comes up from behind us. His smile quickly diffuses Miss Adams' temper.
Angelina, it's good to see you. How was your trip?
Pierre. She practically jumps out of her chair as soon as she lays eyes on him, making a big show out of pecking him lightly on the cheek. How can you make a big show of pecking someone lightly? Ah, I get it. Pecking like a hen. Okay, sweet. It was wonderful, but I missed you. How have you been, darling?
Well...
The two of them start making small talk. They sound like they know each other really well. Is Miss Adams really just a customer? It's then that Liam leans over and whispers in my ear.
We should probably leave these two alone.
What? Why? Are they, together? Why are you blushing? Oh no! A couple? Oh god! Oh, ghastly! Oh no! I'm having a seizure! No. You know? That would certainly explain why she's so happy to see Pierre. But Liam shakes his head. I wonder how Pierre and Miss Adams know each other then. I cast one more glance at them from over my shoulder as Liam and I walk away. Liam continues to explain the situation to me though. They're not going out with each other, but Pierre's the only one who can really deal with her, so whenever she comes in, we leave her to him. Is that really alright? Of course, we can always... Fuck.
Of course, we can always rely on Pierre. He's great with women. I'm honestly kind of envious of him.
That's something someone would say. Huh? Why would you be envious?
Well, people like him. People really like him, and he's so good at everything.
Have you slept with him? He might be crap.
I find it really hard to talk to girls sometimes. I wish I could be more like Pierre.
Well, keep trying your best. Ah. Straight into the friend zone. I don't really know what to say to that. I can't understand wanting to be more like Pierre. He's such a dreamboat. Well, keep trying your best.
Oh, I will. Thanks, Pigu. I appreciate it.
Fearing Ethan's wrath, the two of us decide to get back to work. Later that day, this is like the longest day in the world. A while later, during a bit of quiet moment near closing time, I find Pierre sitting alone and looking a little worse for wear. I don't want to bother him if he's thinking intently about something, but at the same time, I'm just worried about him. My voice comes out without me meaning for it to, oh well. Pierre? When Pierre turns around, the smile he gives is a little tired compared to usual. Oh, hello, Pigu. Is everything all right?
Of course it is. Why do you ask?
You just look a little sad.
Well, you see, I opened my passport early on and it said I was French and I had forgotten. I suppose I'm just a bit tired. It's no big deal. It's no big deal.
God, this fucking accent. It's horrendous. I wonder if this has anything to do with Miss Adams coming by. Hey, you and Miss Adams are pretty close. What do you talk about today? I know it's nosy of me, but I just have to know. Yeah, he looks enthralled by this question.
Angelina, I wouldn't say we're very close. We just made some small talk about her trip to France. Wish I could go to France.
This accent makes even less sense now. For fuck's sake. You know where I think, right? Despite half living in the fucking country, I think I'm getting that accent from Broken Sword. Outrageously over the top. You interested in travel? Pierre seems pleased that I picked up on that. After all, I guess rather than worry about his relationship with Miss Adams, I should try and find out more about him. Damn straight.
I'm not particularly clean.
Clean? Of course you aren't. You're French.
Keen on traveling, but I'd love to go to France someday.
It hits me just then that Pierre is probably part French. Oh, you found it out now. His accent wasn't a giveaway. We're not very clever. I mean, hello, his name is Pierre. I should have realised that sooner. To be fair, I can be called like Mamadou, despite having completely English family. So, I mean, cruel parents exist. That's all I'm trying to say.
Oh no, not really.
Accent is just increasingly absurd by the second with the more he speaks.
It's just that I really love the culture and the food.
His eyes begin to light up and dance with mirth as he enthusiastically tells me more about France. For my part, I'm just glad I was able to help lift his spirits a little bit. So, apparently, his eyes dart around with France, and then it's the last he thinks of it. It's like, right, well, I mean, you appear to be occupied, I guess I'll leave.
It's finally closing time. Time to go home.
Yeah, that's after we finish cleaning.
Oh, don't be such a spoil sport, Ethan.
Just as I'm about to go and help with the cleanup, my uncle calls me into the office. Apparently I have a phone call. I'm not sure who would be calling me, so I'm a little nervous when I pick up the phone. Hello? Okay, Piggo. Hello, dear. Oh, hi, Mum. I haven't talked to my mum in a while. Of course she would know the phone number of this place, though, since her brother owns it, right? It's good to hear her knows the number. What? This came out in 2012. She could have just looked it up online. I haven't heard from you for a while. How are things? They're fine. Everyone here is really nice. I love it here. Really? I've been worried since I know you're not used to having to labor like this. Oh, Mum, all I do is carry some plates around and constantly drop them and make the business a loss and write down what people want to eat. It's tough, but not for that reason. It's tough sometimes, but I'm doing all right. I tell her about my working day so far, though I leave out the parts about broken dishes, Ethan getting annoyed with me, and Miss Adams brushing me off. You really do sound like you're enjoying it here. I'm so happy for you, dear. Thanks, Mum. So tell me, any good men in your life yet? Have you found one that's tall, dark, and handsome? Spill, spill. I don't have to get married to someone of an ethnic race. Don't try and force your tastes onto me, Mother. Disgusting. Well, Pierre's tall, Liam's dark, and Ethan's handsome. Really? But I don't think that's exactly what she meant. Sort of. Sort of? So there is someone. Do tell. I'm not dating anyone, Mum. But you're interested in someone, surely. Come on, you can tell me. I'm your mother. Your best friend, right? You used to tell me everything. Oh, the pity card. Mum, I'm not a kid anymore. You'll always be my little girl, Oogie Bigoo. Now I know your uncle has some nice young men working for him. There's Pablo.
You should see him with his shirt off, don't you? Which one are you interested in?
Looks like I'm not getting it out of this one, but it just so happens that she's sort of right. The guy here I'm most interested in is... Oh, come on! Well, there's this sous chef named Pierre. I don't want my mum to be teasing me too much, so I tried to describe him without giving her too many details.
I see. Well, he certainly sounds like a nice young man.
Yes.
I'm glad you're doing well, dear. I'll stop giving you a hard time now, but make sure you call home once in a while. Mwah. We miss you. All right.
Bye, Mum. My voice sometimes peters over. That's one of the easier ones to do. Monty Python woman. After I hang up the phone, I feel a little lonely. I'm now a long way from home after all and stuck doing a job I was never trained for. We don't know what she did in university. I'm going to believe that she was a shit juggler. She studied like being in a circus for years and it never worked. Still, I know things will look up soon. Yeah. Don't bank on it. Unless you go to France on the Eiffel Tower. The game crashed! Hooray! There we go. I'm always certain that's not supposed to happen. For fuck's sake. It's hard working at the Ristorante. But my life eventually starts developing a rhythm. The days flow into each other and I slowly get used to the way of things. I still make plenty of mistakes though. During lunch break one day, Pierre finishes his prep work early for a change. Being a sous chef, Pierre's usually too busy to eat lunch at the same time as us floor staffers. Most days, the chefs live off of energy drinks, an occasional bag of potato chips or quick energy. There's a crisps to normal people. It's nice being able to spend some time with Pierre, and I'm glad he gets to eat a real meal for a change. Here, Ogu Pigu? Huh? I snap out of my daydreams and in front of me is a plate of spaghetti. I look up at Pierre, confused. It's not a problem. I just shaved some of my hair off and it was quite thick already. I made it for you since you were working so hard today. What? You made this spaghetti, Pierre? Really? Pierre frowns a little, looking offended. I am a chef, you know. It is my job to cook. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I mean, and now I've gone and made an idiot of myself. You have, just like your job. But Pierre soon starts laughing gently. He doesn't sound upset at all. I'm sorry, I was just teasing you. Your reactions are so cute, Ogu. That makes fun of me so much. I was seriously worried that I'd offended you. I didn't mean that I didn't think you could cook. I know, but I really did make it for you, so eat it before it gets cold. Okay. It's bordering on Italian at some points, isn't it? The spaghetti is absolutely delicious. Pierre has cooked the tomato sauce in such a full-flavoured way, and the meatballs are just perfect. Normally, people would have to pay a lot of money to eat Pierre's food. Now, I never got why people went to a restaurant and just ordered pasta. What is wrong with you people? That's so easy to make. Make something which requires any amount of prep work. Fine, you can order that, right? But fucking spaghetti, come on. You can't make spaghetti and meatballs and tomato sauce. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I'm so thankful that not only do I get to work with and see Pierre every day, but I also get to try his cooking. It's the best. Comment on the cooking itself. It was a pile of shit. I'll do that. Just as I open my mouth to say something, though, one of the station chefs comes running over. He looks very distressed. Pierre, we need your opinion on the Alfredo. I think Freddy might have burnt it. Oh dear, I'll be right there. Sorry, Uncle Pico, I wanted to eat lunch with you, but it looks like I need to get back to work. I don't know how long it'll take to fix the Alfredo. Oh, don't worry about me. It sounds like they really need you in there. Thanks for the spaghetti. It's very tasty. Pierre smiles before sweeping into a low bow. It was a pleasure, my lady. I'm glad you enjoyed my food. With that, he turns on his heel and goes back into the kitchen to direct the station chefs. Later that day, still the same day. It's a fucking long day. Dinner time today is a little bit slower than usual, but we've had a very busy week, so nobody minds a little bit of downtime. Right this way, Miss Adams. Oh, it looks like Angelina is here today. Ethan and I made contact by now. And I know this means go get Pierre. I know to go to find Pierre to tell him. He soon comes rushing out of the kitchen towards Angelina's table. Like Liam has always told me to, I decide to leave them alone. The two of them end up talking for quite a bit. Apparently Miss Adam always leaves a big tip so nobody cares that Pierre's not working whenever she's there. Whatever. I don't think anybody would want to switch places with him either, Liam had said, though I'm not sure what he meant by that. Still, being a waitress, I have to serve customers at the tables near Angelina's, so I can't help but catch bits and pieces of their conversation. You know your father is still waiting for you to come back. What is she talking about? I know I shouldn't eavesdrop, but I freeze in place as I wait for her to say more. I don't want to talk about my family, Angelina. Why? You know very well why. For years they've tried to keep me from pursuing my dreams. They wanted you to be a public speaker. And you were like, no, I have an outrageous accent. Now that I'm here, I don't intend on letting them control me ever again. Dreams? You're still on about that? What's the point in chasing after things that are so immaterial and uncertain? ... Why would you give up all the things you had before? Do you know how many people in the world would kill to have the life you had? And yet you gave it all up to work some minimum wage job while living in a shack. Angelina, enough. I don't want to spoil the mood by talking about things like this. Your father has no other heir. What is he supposed to do now that you're gone? Pierre takes a deep breath. His face is set and he looks much more serious and tired than I've ever seen him before. I see that you will insist on continuing this discussion. Well, I need it in the kitchen, if that's all you wanted from me. Pierre turns to leave. As he walks away, Angelina jumps to her feet, her chair clattering to the ground as she does so. She clenches her fists, which are both shaking with anger and outrage. Don't think that you can run away from them forever, Pierre. You won't be able to live like this forever. Once Pierre's out of sight, Angelina gathers her things and leaves in a huff. That's all we get to say about Pierre. It's closing time and I'm supposed to be helping with the cleanup, but I can't bring myself to concentrate. I just keep thinking about that conversation between Angelina and Pierre. What was that all about? Ogu-pigoo? Oh, Pierre. Is something the matter? Oh, it's not like I can come out and say that I worried about a private conversation I was eavesdropping on, right? Unsure of what to say, I just stand there and wring my hands in silent frustration. Ogu-pigoo? Do you have a dream? I wish everyone around me would stop having ridiculous accents. I wish I'd stop dropping plates, and I also wish that I could work and get money without actually having to do anything. That is what you meant by dream, right? Huh? I'm surprised by the sudden question, but Pierre has a serious look on his face, so I think it'd be good for me to try and respond. Ask about his dream, because I mean, I feel this is more dating sim than it is visual novel, so you always talk about them instead. I don't really know, I'm still trying to figure that out myself, I guess. I see, well, it's important you find out what you really want to do in life. I think about what he said to Angelina, maybe he's still on his mind. What's your dream, Pierre? I take it you were listening to my conversation with Angelina? So he had seen me. I guess I was being really obvious. You frozen fucking place. Of course you were. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop. It's alright, I wasn't trying to blame you, and in any case, I have nothing to hide. I saw that you were watching us, and I spoke to her anyway. Pierre smiles sadly and looks down at the ground. He seems a little sheepish. I come from a pretty well-to-do family. Well, that's putting it lightly. I'm a Beaumont. A Beaumont? I've heard of them. They're an old famous family with a lot of influence. These days, people compare them to Rockefellers. Don't know who either of them are. I never lacked anything growing up. Whatever I wanted, my family bought for me. I lived comfortably and in luxury, but you weren't happy, were you? Was it that obvious? Just a little bit. When I was little, I read this picture book about a chef. I became obsessed with the idea, and whenever my parents were out, I'd sneak down to the kitchens. I'd watch our cooks make meals, and sometimes they even let me help. My parents eventually caught me, but they thought it was just a phase I'd grow out of something. A phase you'd grow out of something? Cooking? Like, you thought that cooking was a This isn't like when a 14-year-old goes, oh, no one understands my pain. Oh, God, I'm emo. It's not things like that. This is, oh, well, I didn't mind cooking, really. Like, Pierre chuckles at this, but not very enthusiastically. How wrong's ever? Like Angelina said, I'm the only son in my immediate family. So my father wants me to inherit everything, to succeed the business. But my dream has always been to become a chef. As soon as I was old enough, I left my family, and against their wishes, I went to culinary school. This fucking accent. It was a hard life for someone like me who was used to having everything done for him. But I kept going. Now I am a sous chef at an upscale Italian restaurant. I can't keep doing that accent, it's ridiculous. When he talks about this, Pierre's face lights up. He looks so happy talking and cooking and being a chef. I'm so close to my dream. A sous chef is second in command. Someday I'll have my own restaurant and people will come from all over. You already have fans. You could just become a model, apparently. He has a faraway look in his eyes as he talks about this, as if it's still a distant dream. Then Pierre seems to snap out of it, and then he gets an embarrassed look on his face. I'm sorry, Ogopiku. I must be boring you with all of this. No, not at all, and I'm always happy to listen to whatever you have to say. I feel like I know you a little better now. Of course you do! Like, you didn't know that before, and now you do. You actually know him better now. You have a wonderful dream, Pierre, and I wish you luck. I only hope I can find my own dream someday. You have such a kind soul, Ogopiku, thank you. I beam at him in response. We've never had such a long conversation about anything before. 5 minutes. I'm so glad to get even a little bit closer to Pierre. Well, now we'd better go to work before a certain somebody catches us chatting and grosses about it. Don't you think? Pierre gives me a little wink, knowing exactly what he's talking about. I giggle and run to find a broom. Stop pulling on his broom! We've talked about this!